This is my latest clinic tracker. This tracks providers, type of visits, programs, labs, insurance plans, vendors, and you even get to track vendors by each location. This spreadsheet is very easy to use and can be used in both Excel and Google Sheets. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description and comment section below. You can also get it at my website moneyusage.com. Now let's check out all the features. The spreadsheet tracks revenues from all the providers in your clinic, from any health programs you run, and from your lab. All the providers and programs have their own tabs, as does the lab. Let's enter some transactions. Here you'd enter the date, the amount, choose the visit type, the insurance plan, any info you want to enter, and any notes. We've entered information up till April. As you can see, there's a mini dashboard up on top which shows you the total for the month, and it also shows you the number of visits. Let's enter a transaction for May. Say it's May 1, and say this is $1,200, the amount. Say the visit is a level 4 visit, and the insurance plan is insurance plan 1. If we go up, you'll see in May the 1200 and the number of visits. Now if we go to the provider dashboard, you'll see for Dr. 1 the revenues that were generated for each month. In May, the $1,200 that we just entered. You get to see the total revenue as well. If we go down, you see the total number of visits for January, Feb, March, and so on. In May, there was the 1 visit we just recorded. There were a total of 25 visits up to date. Now we get to see the type of visit. It gives you a breakdown of, say, the level 3 visit. In January, there were 6. In March, there were 3. If we keep going down, the level 4 visit, there was 1 in March and 1 in May that we just entered. Similarly, if you keep going down, you'll get to see the level 5 visit, the CPE, the AWV, and so on. So you get to see the revenue generated for each doctor for each month and the year-to-date revenue. You get to see the total number of visits made to that doctor, total visits year-to-date, and you get a breakdown of each type of visit, like the level 3 visit, how many visits were in January, how many in April, and so on. You get to see it for every type of visit that you have in your clinic. It allows you to compare side by side the revenues of each doctor. It also compares the type of visits, number of visits, and type of visits for each doctor. And you also get 2 graphs that give you a bird's eye view of how all the providers are performing, and by revenue and by visits. Just like the individual provider tabs, there are also program tabs. These are for any health programs that you may be running in your clinic. Similar to the provider tabs, these are also very easy to enter. Simply enter the date, let's say the amount, the type of visit, and the insurance plan. And over here in the mini dashboard, you get to see the amount and the number of visits. And if we come to the programs dashboard, you'll see under the program COCM, in May we had revenue of $700 and the total income was $5,440. You see the total number of visits that we had under each of these programs, and you will see the type of visits that we had are also getting listed out, the number we had. We had entered 1 as a level 5 visit, and this is what is being shown in May under COCM. And again, you get to see everything side by side. You can easily compare between the programs, how successful each program was in terms of revenues and number of visits and type of visits. Now if we come to the laboratory tab, again you'll see it's easy to enter, just like the other provider and program tabs. You would enter the date, enter the amount, choose the visit type, and the insurance plan. And you get the information up here on the mini dashboard, and you would also see the same information in your lab dashboard. In the lab dashboard, you'll see the revenues your lab has generated by month, the number of visits, the type of visits, the spreadsheet also has an insurance dashboard, and in this you get to see how much revenue each insurance plan brought in for each month, and also the number of visits. To track expenses, we have the expenses tab, and this is also very simple to make entries in. Simply select the date, put in the amount, then choose the category of the expense, say electricity, choose a vendor, and choose the location for which this expense has been incurred. Say location 3, and that's it. Now if you go to the vendor dashboard, you'll see the total expenses incurred against each vendor for each month and the total year to date. You will also get a breakdown by expense category and by location. We'll now go to the Settings tab. This spreadsheet is very easy to use and customize. There is no complicated chart of accounts. To change any of the names of the visit types, the expense categories, the insurance types, location, or the lab visit types, simply go in and type in whatever name you want to give it, and that's it. There is also a provider settings tab in which you will enter the different provider names. You can enter the contact info and the start and renewal date of their contracts. You can also change the program names simply by typing it in. There is also a vendor settings tab in which you would enter the vendor name, contact person, telephone number, email, services, address, notes, etc. You would simply go in and type in the name, say FPL.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. I will be leaving a link to the spreadsheet in the description and comment section below. And do please leave me your comments and questions. And you can also reach me through my website, moneyusage.com. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video.